In this video I'm going to explain how to take action when you've got social anxiety and shyness and you're an introvert. I've done a poll on my YouTube channel in the community section and most people voted for me to do a video on taking action. So if you're new to my YouTube channel, my name's Berba and I make these free YouTube videos to help and inspire people to face their fears in their life so they can build confidence and become fearless. So taking action is just really another name for facing your fears. So let's get straight into it in this video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to build more confidence. Like, share the video if you enjoy it, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post a lot of information and tips and advice on how you can build confidence and become fearless. Right, taking action. So first let's start off with a problem. Why is it so many people don't take action? Everyone knows how to take action. There's thousands of videos online, there's all these gurus and teachers telling you how to do it. There's probably over a few million books out there on self-help, psychology, taking action, success, but yet so many people still don't take action. Personally for me, I think reading any book on how to take action is a waste of time. I can explain and I can back my theory in 2 seconds. If you've got a fear of doing public speaking or making a YouTube video or facing your social anxiety, or if you're a guy asking a woman out, if you go and read a book on how to help you and get you to overcome the fear of doing that, you're just wasting time. And reading a book on how to take action is not taking action. Reading a book is reading a book. So if you love reading books and you're a writer and novelist, then by all means read books and it's a passion of yours. But if you're reading a book as a supplement and as a replacement for the real thing, the book is a waste of time. Going and facing the fear, even if you don't know exactly how to do the method or the technique, it's going to give you so much more confidence because of the experience, and then you're going to figure out how to do it through trial and error. That's what I've done. And deep down, everyone knows how to take action, they're scared of it. So I think reading the books is a waste of time. So what is it people are scared of? Why are people scared to take action? Why is it I can make a YouTube video? Thousands of other people online can make YouTube videos. Some of you watching my channel now have got your own channel, you make videos. But why do so many more people shy away from it who've got social anxiety, who are introverted? Why don't they make a YouTube video? How hard could it be, if you think about it, logically, to set a camera, go in front of it, and just speak on whatever you're interested in and upload a video to YouTube? It's not that difficult. Well, for some people it is, because of how it feels. People are scared of the feelings of taking action. People are scared of the feelings of facing fear. Because if you're afraid of something and you're not experienced at doing it, when you go to do it, you're going to get triggered. And that feeling of fight or flight, adrenaline, all those emotions of anxiety, they usually stress people out. They talk people out from doing it, so people back out of taking action because they know how it's going to feel. Because at some point in our lives, all of us had to take action. Usually it started off in the school playground or in the school classroom, actually, for a better word. The teacher said, can you come up and read this out to the class? And you were not sure, you were apprehensive about if you could do it because of the group. You were scared of being judged. I was. So it'd be the same for you. And when you went to do it, maybe you're not able. I wasn't able. I tried. I started stuttering. I got so overwhelmed I couldn't get my words out and I froze. And then people in the class, if I remember, they did laugh at me. So a negative experience in childhood where we took action, we failed, we got laughed at, it traumatized us. So later on in our adult life, we may not know it consciously, every time we want to go and take action to better ourselves in our life, whatever that may be for you, we associate it with that past experience at school. We don't want to go through that again, even as adults. So we don't want to make a video on YouTube in case people laugh or troll, or we get nervous on the video, we can't speak, we start stuttering and we embarrass ourselves socially. Another one is, obviously, I've kind of explained it, is the rejection. The fear of the unknown, feeling uncomfortable. How could I forget that out? That's a big part for so many people, that they're afraid of feeling uncomfortable. It doesn't feel nice. So it's human nature. If something doesn't feel nice, we want to avoid it quickly. We want to get back to be feeling nice. But you don't grow if you continue to live like this, because you're always going to have that feeling of regret, sadness, depression, anxiety, frustration. You're going to struggle sleeping at night in periods because you're not taking action. So obviously understanding the problem is one thing. So how do you do it? Well, the first tip is you have to really want to do it. You have to really have the desire. If you haven't got the desire to do something despite being scared, you're not going to do it. All the books in the world are not going to get you to do it. And I've been in this industry of teaching for many years now, almost a decade, and I've seen so many people who don't take action, who read books or who make excuses. And I've seen so many people who do take action, and I've coached people over the years, hundreds from different parts of the world, different backgrounds, different personalities. So I can see the BS versus someone who's doing it. Now, if you're just too scared, fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone can understand that feeling. I've been scared in my life to do stuff in many periods, and then I've also overcome it, had the courage to go and face it, and I've taught so many people to do that, which I'm doing now. So you have to have the passion to do it, because if you haven't got the passion, you're not going to push yourself through something that's painful, difficult, scary and uncomfortable. You're just not going to want to put yourself through that amount of stress. You're not going to see the value in it. What's the point? That's what you'll say to them. But when you do value something, for example, for guys that want to get a girlfriend, or they want to get more confident at work or speaking to women, or and just with women in general, they want to be more socially relaxed around women. If you've got the desire to do it, that's one step. So what's the next step? The second step is mental preparation. And that's really simple. That's just about mentally preparing yourself to push yourself to take action, actually do it. And I'll explain how I do it, how you can do it. For example, today I'm making this video, it's taking action. Today I did a bit of mental preparation. I thought about it last night. I made a decision and woke up this morning. And before doing this, I spent maybe about an hour just mentally preparing for what I want to say today, my objective, which is to help as many people as I can. I enjoy doing these videos. I'm passionate about it. So I just mentally went over it. And that's what most of you do anyway. All people analyze and think, but you're just using that mental energy to focus on the area that you want to take action in. So that's really, really important. And that's what fighters do, boxers do, mixed martial arts. They spend 12 weeks or 8 weeks in a training camp for one night, which is going to last between sometimes a minute or 30 minutes maximum, usually in a 12-round boxing match. About 30 minutes, right? Or maybe a bit more than that, around that, if it goes the distance. But generally it's about 10-30 minutes. So that's a lot of preparation. And that's not always the case with every area of action, but that's just an example that you have to practice and you have to prepare and you have to train, because naturally as humans, a lot of the things that we need to face, fears in our life, we are not mentally strong enough initially. We have to build the resistance and the mental stress to be able to handle those situations where we need to take action in. And obviously someone who's been doing it a long time has built up more of a mental strength and they're more confident. But that doesn't mean you can't get there. 100% you can if you're willing to put the time and the effort that they put in. So that's number 2, the mental preparation. Number 3, which does coincide with number 2 and number 3, is I really believe you need an action plan. And an action plan is you need to set goals. An action plan is just a pad of paper, a pen. You need to write down specifically what it is you want to achieve out of taking action. Let me give you a couple of examples so you're really clear on this. When I first started out with my social anxiety, my 3 main goals were, my number 1 goal was to become less socially anxious around people and just to be more confident. That was my number 1 goal. My second goal was to get a girlfriend. I wanted to fall in love and have a relationship. My third goal was to start earning money and get a career, something that I enjoyed doing. And I eventually reached all those goals in a period of around 2 years. But if I didn't set those goals and I wasn't clear on what my objectives and goals were, I wouldn't have taken the action. I wouldn't have even know what direction I was going in. And Arnold Schwarzenegger speaks about that all the time. You have to have a clear goal. Now, of course, there are some grey area. Just because I say that and Arnold Schwarzenegger says that, it doesn't mean 100% that's the gospel truth for you, because every individual is different. So some people don't work well with goals, some do. I had clients in the past that didn't work well with goals, but they did still have some kind of direction. You need to kind of have an idea on what you want to achieve, right? Otherwise unless you just said, I just want to take loads of action, I just want to be an action taker, I'm an adrenaline junkie, I want to face every fear, then that's a goal in and of itself. But whatever it is, you want to have a goal. So you've got that motivation. And if you put those 3 things into practice, you can't go wrong. Let me give you a couple more bonus tips, but they're the main 3 ways to take action. The next one is consistent practice and momentum. If you don't keep practicing, you lose confidence, and you might take some action and get a little bit of growth and progress, but you can easily go back to being the way that you were before. So keeping up the momentum and practicing is really important. Number 5 is getting a mentor, having a coach, or if you can't get a coach, it doesn't always have to be paid, it could be free, a group, some support, or just a friend who's on a similar path to you, because it can be very difficult if you're doing everything on your own. Again, it doesn't mean you can't succeed on your own, because you can. I've done it in periods, but I've also had a lot of periods where I had mentors, I had help, I had a community. So find a local, well, you've kind of done it anyway, finding my channel, right? Community of guys that are think alike. So those are the 5 ways on how to take action when you're shitting yourself and when you've got social anxiety. And I really wanted to make this, especially, I wanted to target, niche down to people with social anxiety, because I know as a sufferer, I still battle social anxiety. I've said that on pretty much every video. I want to let people know that I've come a long way, because I know what it's like when you've got social anxiety. It can be so depressing and scary that it can hold you back, but I'm proof, and I want to get you to prove to yourself that you can overcome so much despite any anxiety disorder. Social anxiety, I'm shy naturally as well, deep down, and I'm very introverted, but I've pushed myself. So don't be held back by any labels just because you're a bit shy or introverted, you have social anxiety. In my experience, if you use these things, you'll be a better action taker than most people. Someone who maybe doesn't have as extreme social phobia or anxiety. So these are the ways in which you do it. And most of it just comes down to, I've given you 5 things there, and they're all correct what I use and what I've always taught over the years. But most of it's just about the first 2, the desire and then the mental preparation. Because when you mentally prepare, it really does ease the blow, the pain, the fear of when you actually do it. But I want to make a point of saying, like, taking action isn't always this terrifying, unbearable thing. Sometimes it goes really well and you love it. And even when it is scary and uncomfortable, it's still fun. Because once you complete the experience, then you're back to feeling normal rack, and you feel great about yourself after, because you just put yourself through something difficult, and the relief, the sense of satisfaction, the achievement. So I can't inspire people any more than that. So go away today. Let me know in the box below one area of your life where you've been dying to take action for so long, but you've allowed your fear to hold you back. And if some of you want to go further, let me know your whole action plan. Maybe it's 3 different areas, and create an action plan today. Even if it's just a piece of paper with 1 line on it that says, I need to face my fear of meeting people. I need to face my fear of dating, asking a woman out. I need to face my fear of going to job interviews or speaking in front of the camera. Whatever it is, traveling, video blogging, entrepreneurship, education, or just going to the dentist. Let me know in the box below. If you've enjoyed this video, subscribe, like I said earlier. I'll see you next one. Thanks for the support. Become fearless.